so, and don't really want to know where you're going.
Being a member of Destiny's Child is definitely one of the hardest jobs in the industry because Destiny's Child works so very hard. And as many times as we told Michelle and Farrah that this was hard, and as much as we tried to explain it, there are no words that can explain how difficult being a celebrity is, especially when you're successful and a lot of people want you to do things. Basically, Michelle was on the Monica tour. She sang background and she was exposed to this. Farrah, on the other hand, she had never been on tours, so basically we did a show for MTV and she was distant. She wasn't really vocal, she wasn't really talking, she was tired, everybody was tired, but she was over to the side, so we had a meeting about that. And during the meeting, she said she couldn't take it anymore, and she said she was gonna go home, so she left. And MTV is still downstairs waiting for Destiny's Child. So the three of us continued and did it, hoping that maybe she didn't leave and go home, maybe she just stayed at the hotel or whatever. We came back, she did leave, and the next day we had another performance, and it was very important. It was for a radio station, it was live on the web, and MTV was also recording this performance. She didn't show up for that. Well, that afternoon we had a trip planned to Australia, and Destiny's Child was the first R&B group to ever be #1 there. And that was a huge deal because R&B is not really, people are not really feeling R&B there, so everybody was in shock. And we had 2 sold out venues in Australia, and we called her and asked her, please come. She said she couldn't make it, and basically when you don't show up for work for over a week, just like any job, you can't just not show up for no reason. Everybody was tired, we all were on the same schedule. Everybody was tired, I think she just couldn't take it. So we wish her the very best. We have nothing against her, but we just felt like we can continue on as a trio, and that's what we're doing. Vocally, we're stronger than we've ever been because now everybody can sing really well. So we're not rushing into trying to find another member.
When you get in this business, you have to look out for your future, and you just know that everything that you do now is going to pay off. And I got people that surround me every day who help me and teach me that. They might not say it in words, but as I look around in their action, they tired. Every day they're tired. But for her and Kelly to both still be able to get on stage and belt those tunes out is amazing, because they could very well cancel a show because they didn't get any sleep last night. But when you think about the people who spent their money, because I've been a fan once, I've sat and been like, oh, I know they didn't cancel the show. I want my money back.
I think when artists are hungry, they keep their word and they work harder. But once you get to #1, that's the test. Once you get to #1, once you are the #1 R&B group in the world, that's the test to see if, all right, you say, all right, I'm here, so I don't have to work anymore. You know, one thing that we do, we don't ever stop working because there's always room to grow. When we got to 5 million, we were like, all right, we have to work, gonna go to 6. And now that we're at 6, trying to go to 7. And we've already been on tour for this album. It's a year later, our album is still top 20. It's going, hopefully next week it'll be top 10. And I think that's a great thing with us being successful and still having that hunger and not losing that hunger.
I can't ever do that.